Good morning, men. At ease. You're all gathered here, specially selected for this super duper project. You are selected to be part of the Straighten Out project. So let's begin. One of the problems on our property is our road. It's very steep and has a lot of switchbacks. So what I have planned to do is the following. Our place where we live excuse me, is here. And we have a switchback. It goes like this. There's a switchback, goes down. There's another switchback, and it goes down. And there's a switchback here, going down here, and there's another switchback, and so on and so on. So I have started a project. So now we live here, and we have to drive like here, and it's very steep this part, and it's steep this part. So what I'm doing right now, I'm cutting a new road. I'm almost done. That goes like this, and it's going to turn up here in a not very sharp turn at all. And then come above where we live. So then I can just eliminate the use of this road. So instead of going like this, I will then go like that. So that's what I'm working on right now. Just in case you have not built a road before, remember, a road has two purposes. One, being there for your transportation to come up safely, and two, go sledding. I realized that when I am almost done with this road, I actually created the most awesome place to go sledding. And I'm almost 50, who cares? I go sledding as much as I want, no matter what you say. My wife and I love to go sledding. Last winter we were way too busy, so we were not able to go sledding at all. Although we got 2 new sleds at Costco, but we never got to use them. We had way too many projects and way too much stress because we were not prepared. We just moved here last fall, and there were way too many things that had to be in place. So, but this winter, my wife has promised me we can go sledding. Last weekend I was able to do a lot on the road here, even if the excavator had some issues with overheating. And since my wife and I get up at 6 every day and work at least a couple of hours before my regular work, I was able to put a new thermostat in the excavator and a new expansion tank for the overflow fluid for the coolant, what do you call it, radiator. And I also exchanged a sensor that keeps track of the temperature of the coolant in the machine. So I was able to make the road here, and it got to a halt here. It started raining, so I didn't want to continue, but also, see if I can walk backwards without falling. This tree here, it's just a tree that I've been falling lots and lots of during the time I've been in the excavator working on my road. But the distance from excuse me, the base of the road here up to the base where the base of the tree is so high, so I don't feel comfortable falling that tree with the excavator, especially since the tree is leaning that way and a little bit towards that direction. So what I need to do is to use my chainsaw and fall this tree. And the goal is, I will show you in a second. The goal is to try to fall this tree so that it at least comes on this side of that tree, so I can drag it out more easily with the excavator. I'm a little bit, sorry, I'm getting old, so jumping up the hills make me out of breath. I'm a little bit uncertain if I can have this tree go down the road, but it's worth a try with some wedges maybe. And just look at this beautiful area that I'm going to turn. It is so beautiful. Tons of aspens in the background, and I'm going to make a road that goes around here. And then it's going to go along the base of the mountain and way over there. So let's have an equipment check. Perfect chainsaw, Husqvarna 395 XP, check. Helmet with earplugs, check. Bug eyes, check. Gloves, check. Crappy axe, check. And wedges, check. And then, oops, saw pants. I have no clue. Couldn't find them. Oh well, it's only one tree or two or three or four. So hopefully it will be okay. And operator going pee before working? Not checked yet. Well, the job was done. The result was perfect, better than expected, but I had some issues along the way. As you can see, it is so steep here on this side and also on this side, so there's not really very many places to stand here. So when I did my initial cut in like this, I cut a little bit far because the tree was leaning way much, so it came down on my sword, on my chainsaw, the bar, more than I wanted, so I had to use a little wedge on that side to get the saw out, but it worked. So that wedge fell down on the ground, and when I did the other cut here, I hit my finger. I didn't need to have the wedge, and it ended up down there, but in the end I didn't really need any wedges, so except for getting my bar out. But the result was perfect, almost in the middle of the road, exactly where I wanted it. So I will take off the limbs or the branches, and then I will cut off the end, maybe not, just measure from where the bark starts and up like 20 foot, and then maybe another 20 feet, and then I will take the excavator and drag it down to the existing switchback down there, so that I can use it maybe for lumber later. And this stump is going to be taken out with the excavator and thrown down the hill. And then I have another leaning tree here that I have to fall, and is leaning that way as well, and it has to go. It's way too dangerous to do with the excavator, and it's too big for the excavator. The excavator is just a PC120-5 Komatsu, and it's not heavy enough to take down that tree. It's a couple of feet maybe in diameter. And behind there is another dead tree that is also leaning, so that has to go. The rest I will probably be able to just push down with the machine. And if you're a tree hugger, I fall tree only when I need to. So I'm very careful. If I can go between trees, I do. For example, this tree here, which actually has scrape marks or claw marks on it. Most likely from a bear, I think. Most likely from a bear. And that tree is going to stay. I can go around it. So I felled this tree because I had to. And it's kind of interesting that I have to say this in a video since it's my property and I do whatever I want. But just so you know, I try to conserve the nature because the nature is beautiful. Yep, a lot of trees in here. I will try to go around them. Okay, my battery is almost out, so have an awesome day, everyone. And hope to catch you on the next video. And if you think any of our content in our videos is good and funny, no, not funny because I'm not funny at all, but at least informative, then make sure you subscribe, like, and share. Thank you so much. Great to have you with us. I was a little bit uncertain on that one because it was leaning that way and that way, but Yah's willing, he came down.